Crash and burn.
Hey everybody, so tonight I want to discuss the Deftones' second album, and that I believe is 1997's Around the Fur. I don't like this album. For me, this feels like it's either like Serial Joe's attempt at making a Deftones record, for anybody that remembers Serial Joe, or this is the Deftones doing an impression of their first album, Adrenaline. And it's not a very good impression, because this album, it's too clean sounding. And it's almost like they're going for more of like a Smashing Pumpkins thing here. Because of course the Smashing Pumpkins by this point were massive. And I mean, so you could understand why they would be necessarily influenced by them. I mean, they don't have to be, I suppose, but I do hear a lot of Smashing Pumpkins on this album as well. But given the strength of Adrenaline and how sort of melodically aggressive that was and how unique everything about that album, especially the vocal deliveries, how the vocals were recorded, and Chino's sense of timing and the patterns and the melodies, it's like this band has stepped everything up. And of course, this would be the sound that they would sort of go on to perfect. So Adrenaline was more and more of like a one-off. It becomes more and more of a one-off with every subsequent Deftones release. But I just feel like it's like this is a lesser band attempting to remake the Deftones album Adrenaline. And it just doesn't pull it off. It's just too messy. Like, on one hand, I hear Serial Joe. On the other hand, I hear the Smashing Pumpkins. And don't even fucking try to tell me that Lotion, the song, Lotion on here, doesn't want to be 7 words. Okay? Because Lotion is sort of like the cleaned up, more radio-friendly version of 7 words, in a sense. Because every time I hear Lotion, all I hear is how it sounds like a watered-down version of 7 words. Again, which is one of the tracks off of Adrenaline. And it's a shame that the Deftones didn't at least release one more record that was that sort of honestly aggressive, because they just cleaned up too quickly, and I just don't like this album. Because like I said, it just sounds like the Deftones trying to do an impression of themselves, an earlier, more aggressive Deftones that they weren't able to recapture. And I know the Deftones have legions of fans, and I know this record is fucking hella respected, and I get that and everything, but I can't stand this album. It just sounds like everything that was wrong with metal in 1997. So, yeah. So, thank you so much for hanging out with me for just about 3 minutes while I talked about the Deftones' awful second album, and that is Around the Fur. Like always, if you like this review or you like this record, don't forget to do something nice for somebody. But please, most importantly, don't forget that the world is a better place because you are in it. I'm gonna go. Have a good night.